what's up guys, it's Micah here, and I'm gonna do an unboxing of the collector's edition of Soulcalibur 6. I am super excited. Like, look at this. Like, I'm so happy to have this like this. I've been waiting since they announced it like earlier this year. I was like, I'm not getting this stuff. I'm not gonna even get the collector's edition. What's gonna come in it? And then they were like, oh yeah, you get all this other stuff too. So I'm like, especially like this right there. That's the main reason why I wanted it, because I have been wanting a Sophia statue figure for the longest, and the only ones they really had online were like these resin figures that were unpainted that you had to get someone to paint for you. And I'm like, I'm not doing that. So I've been waiting forever for Namco Bandai to come out with a figure of Sophia, and they finally did it, and they did it with this game. And this is actually a way better collector's edition than Soulcalibur 5. Soulcalibur 5 collector's edition was kind of trash, and I still bought it. Like, I bought the expensive one. It really didn't come with much. I think it came with a soundtrack and some other stuff in a big stupid case. But it's nowhere near as good as this. This is worth every penny. It's actually a little bit smaller than I expected. I thought it was going to be a lot bigger, but yeah, it's actually, there we go. Yeah, it's actually pretty decent size, and yeah, so I'm gonna open this up and see what's inside of it. I mean, I know what's inside of it, but I don't want to actually see it with my own, two eyes and stuff. You guys can watch me as I do it. So let's get started taking this thing apart. All right. Alright guys, so finally we have the box. Don't mind me, I'm being silly right now as I try to make this unboxing as silly as possible, honestly. So I really like the packaging. Like, I was looking at this like, wow, it's so shiny, it's so pretty, it's so gorgeous. And I'm just like, huh. So I kind of like was filling it up the whole time, like, oh wow, it's really like smooth and shiny and shimmery, and it's a really good actual casing for the collector's edition. Another collector's edition I really liked a lot was when I had purchased the collector's edition for what was it? Persona 5 had a really good box for theirs too. Like, I love the boxing. So I mean, this isn't as good as the box for Persona, but as far as the actual material they use for the box itself, I think is really good. I think it's probably maybe top 5 collector's edition I purchased as far as the boxes, at least just for the box alone. The box is really good. Like, I just love how it just looks really luxurious and just really it's really good, well made stuff. Oh yeah, here's me trying to not rip the plastic little sticker off. Try my best not to do that, because if you rip it too soon, you get a whole bunch of like paper and you rip it off, and then you rip off some of the actual box itself. So I didn't want that to happen. So yeah, I'm trying to get rid of the glue that's on there. I might have to go back and actually get rid of all the glue. Like, there's still a little glue residue left over, but yeah, I was like, please Michael, don't rip it, because I usually just want to rip it all, but I'm like, I've done it before, other special editions, the actual box itself rips, and then you're looking like really silly at the end. So yeah, just was trying to be careful this time around. I've learned my lesson very hard with other boxes I tried to open, being a little overzealous and being too impatient. So yeah, that's how it looks. Yeah, it's so shiny. Like, I'm so into this. Like, I love the box for this. So that's the outside of it. So now let's take a look on the inside of it. Ooh. Yeah. Whoever designed this packaging did a great job. I thought it was really well designed and whatnot, even though there's not much in it, because then you can womp. There's a big white box. I think they should have did something with the box for Sophia too. That box is just a big white box. They could have just put in something. Like, I don't know. Well, first up is the art book. And yeah, it has a pretty good cover. It feels really nice in your hands. It has a really good finish to it. So, good art book. I mean, most art books are really good. Like, I don't really know of any art books that are trash. I can't think of any. So, I'm just going through some of the pages in there. It feels really nice. I'm actually looking at this art book because I love like Soulcalibur artwork. I've loved it since the first Soulcalibur on Dreamcast. They actually had an art gallery, and I actually look at the art gallery so often. I even use some of their artwork as like references when I used to draw myself. So yeah, I think Soulcalibur holds a really special place for me as far as just like character design and lore and just overall presentation of a fighting game. Like it's so rich, and I just love it so much. So yeah, that's the art book, and here is the steel case. I am a sucker for steel cases. Like, oh my god, you have no idea. I go hard for a steel case for a game. Like, I'm always about the steel case if I can, because I just think the steel cases always look so much better than the normal case. Like, they put so much work into it. I just love like really good packaging. So that's probably why it is. It looks really good. Because the normal case is just kind of like bland and blah, but the steel book is always really good. Like, if I can get a steel book case for a game, I will always go for that. Like, every time I can. Like, I will not shy away from that. And as you can see, here's the standard case for the game. Yeah, it looks so... I mean, it looks okay. I can't even say it looks bad. This doesn't look as good as the steel book case at all. And that's me trying to, like, mangle the plastic off of it. I am terrible when it comes to plastic. Plastic is not my friend. Like, I will sit for like 10 minutes trying to rip plastic off instead of going into my like kitchen and grabbing something that I can know I can easily open the plastic off with. But no, mine's gonna use his little stubby hands and his little stubby little fingers, and he's gonna rip this off himself. So yeah, that's the case. It's just a regular case. There's nothing special going on here. There's the disc. Oh god, I'm so glad this game came out. I feel like it was. Remember years ago, like, they're not gonna come on another Soulcalibur because Soulcalibur 5 just did so. It was such a polarizing game, and it just didn't do what they wanted it to do, and it's just kind of left a really bad taste in a lot of people's mouths as far as the series is concerned. So for them to come later and just create such an for everything I played for the beta, from the beta to the little like demos they had, different fighting tournaments, I've just been enamored with this game, and I'm so glad it's finally here. Now, here is the coup de grace of the collector's edition. It is the Sophia statue. I wish the statue's box was better. This box is just a white box. I could have done something. Like, I remember my box for, what was it? My Tales of Xillia 1 and Xillia 2. They actually had really nice boxes for the statues that came with it. I wish they would have did the same thing for the Sophia one. Like, she deserved a really good box. It's just a white, random, basic, boring box. Like, they could have did something cool for this. This is probably the only part of the packaging I don't like, is just how basic they just did Kofi as far as the packaging for her figure. But whatever. I'm not gonna be a complete, like, I'm not gonna harp on it too much, even though she deserves better. But the fact is that she actually has a figure is probably more important than how he's packaged. So I guess I'll deal with that. So she's in this little plastic encasing thing, and they use this kind of thing a lot. A lot of figures come like this. So I was surprised that she was already assembled too. Like, I usually come like in half. Like, I remember I got my what was it? My Ryu figure, well, my Ryu statue when I bought Street Fighter 5, and he was in like pieces. Like, his foot was in there. His he was half his body was taken apart. Like, it was funny to put them together, but I was shocked that she wasn't like that either, because most times, like, figures don't come like this. Usually come in like pieces. So I was shocked that she was already assembled when I opened it up, when I actually got to open it up, because of course Michael didn't get his tools ready before he made this video. So yeah, that's me struggling with my little stubby hands to open the plastic. It's not really happening. I should have got my box cutter, but eventually I just rip it pretty good, and I'm using as much brute force as I can before I like get too scared and end up messing up the box and then inadvertently messing up Sophia. So I kind of like try my best to not do that, which is why it took even longer for me to finish like getting the plastic off of this. But usually I just ripped it at this point. I'm like, screw it, just rip it open, get her out. She deserves to get out of this casing, this cocoon she's in. So I actually got it open. I was happy, like, yay, I finally did it. And now I'm just trying to muscle her out as much as I can without I'm trying my best not to like injure her at all while I'm doing this. So this was the challenge I had, and it was my fault. I could have just got a box cutter. I have one. But yeah, so this is obviously already assembled, already together. Like she's on her throne, well not her throne, on her little pedestal. She's already in position, and the only thing I have to do really is just like put her sword in her hand. Now, when I was trying to put her sword in her hand, it didn't go as easy as I thought it was gonna go. Like I expected the sword to like detach or something, and it'd be like two different pieces, and then you put the hilt in first, not the hilt, but the handle in first, and put the hilt in later. But no, it was all one item, and you had to like kind of muscle into her hand because her hand doesn't really like move much. So I was kind of afraid I was going to break one of her fingers, which I would have probably died if her finger got broke for me trying to put this damn sword in her hand. But through great wisdom, I figured that I need to just like twist it in, and that seemed to work a lot better than what I was trying to do originally. Like I just twist it in, boop, there she is. She has her sword, and it fits really good too. Like it's not one of those things. Like it's not a lot of times when I get like figures, like they'll have like a sword or something, or some type of accessory, and then the accessory like slides and doesn't fit perfectly, so it's like it doesn't stay in their hand for long. So I'm glad they actually did a good job with that, so that it stays there. Like it's gonna be in her hand forever. Like it's not moving, and just the overall quality of the statue is really good. Like there's detail in like everything. Like her skirt has detail in it. Her actual like podium thing has detail in it. Like it has details in like all of her clothing and stuff. Her face is really good too. It doesn't look like they just like threw something together. Like she's really like well painted and well like sculpted. It's just really good overall. Like this is an exceptional like figure. I am so happy I decided to get this. I'm so glad that they finally decided to give her a figure, because it's been so many years and she's never had a proper like figure. I was surprised to have a Figma or something, a play art, something. She doesn't have any of that stuff. So I was just happy that she finally got something that was like from Namco, pretty much. So yeah, that's pretty much the unboxing. This was actually pretty fun. I love the packaging for this overall. I've said that probably pretty many times already, but I just wanted to say that this was a really good package, despite the fact that Soulcalibur box she came in was garbage. They just gave her something. They could at least put her name on there or something. Like they just threw her in like the most generic box they could find. So other than that, like, this is a really good special edition. It doesn't come with a whole lot, but what it does come with is really nice. I mean, I really enjoy the steelbook. Of course, you heard me just gush about the steelbook, and I love a good art book too. And of course, I love a statue. So all in all, this is a really good buy. Like I think this retail for $149. I think this is well worth the price tag for it. So yeah, there it is, my special edition. So what do you guys think? Are you gonna pick up Soulcalibur 6? Are you excited about it? Are you more excited than me about having this statue? Let me know in the comments below. Please like, subscribe, and share this video. And thanks for watching, and we will see you next time.